Ainz Ooal Gown can be defeated. Forget what you think you know. The most powerful being in the New World has one critical weakness, and the only person in history who could exploit it perfectly was his oldest friend. That one question is the key that unlocks Overlord's greatest mystery: the other players. Their history is a graveyard of forgotten champions, and it proves one chilling fact: the most dangerous thing to a player in this world is another player. It's already happened before. So, I went back through all the records, the light novels, the creator's notes, every scrap of data. Because to find out if Ainz could truly be beaten, you have to understand the full secret history of every player who came before him. And today, I'm laying out the entire case file for you. The historical record of the New World is punctuated by the arrival of godlike beings at roughly 100-year intervals. These anomalies correspond with the shutdown of the MMORPG, YGGDRASIL. Our first dossier concerns the very first confirmed arrivals. File 01, The Six Great Gods. Approximately 600 years before the arrival of Ainz Ooal Gown, 6 individuals appeared and were eventually worshipped as deities. They are credited with the founding of the Slain Theocracy and the introduction of YGGDRASIL's tiered magic system to humanity, giving them a weapon to fight back against other races. While their specific classes are unknown, it's confirmed that one was a player, Sorcerer, who held the title of the God of Death. So think of these guys as the beta testers. They were the OGs, the first ones to get isekai'd into this twisted new reality. And because they were absurdly high level compared to the locals, they literally became the new gods of humanity. Pretty sweet deal, right? They had it all. But here's the critical question: where are they now? They're gone. Their names are half forgotten. Their powerful items are now holy relics wielded by a corrupt theocracy. And their legacy is just a fading myth. And this is Exhibit A in our investigation. Even a god player's power is not eternal in the New World. File 02, The 8 Greed Kings. Approximately 500 years ago, a second, more aggressive wave of players arrived. The 8 Greed Kings were a guild who, upon their arrival, initiated a campaign of global conquest. Wielding a guild weapon and, presumably, world items, they subjugated all who stood in their way, including the native dragon lords, in a conflict that scarred the continent for centuries. They established a floating castle as their guild base, a testament to their overwhelming power. Okay, if the 6 gods were the beta testers, the 8 Greed Kings were the hardcore world-first progression guild that transferred over and decided to speedrun world domination. And they did it. They were the undisputed rulers of the world, a pantheon of 8 level 100 players. They were unstoppable. So, what finally beat them? What legendary hero or ancient dragon rose up to defeat them? Nothing. They destroyed themselves. Greed, paranoia, and internal conflict over their treasures and power led to infighting. They turned on each other and tore their own empire apart from the inside. This is Exhibit B, and it is the single most important piece of evidence in our entire investigation. The only thing that can reliably kill a player is another player. This isn't just history, people. It's a warning. It's the entire precedent for the paradox we are about to explore. With the historical precedent established, we now turn to the 2 central figures of our investigation. Both hail from the same guild, Ainz Ooal Gown, but represent 2 fundamentally different philosophies of power. File 03, Ainz Ooal Gown, the Sorcerer King. The subject's true name is Mamanga. His build is a highly specialized role-playing class, Eclipse, which focuses on necromancy and instant death magic. He possesses over 700 spells, a testament to his dedication as a collector. His character is built for utility and thematic flavor, not for optimized player-versus-player combat. While possessing numerous divine and world-class items, his raw build is considered high mid-tier in the competitive YGGDRASIL landscape. His greatest asset is his cautious, strategic mind and the overwhelming military power of the Great Tomb of Nazarick. Let's be real, Ainz build is all about the roleplay, the supreme edgelord fantasy, and we love him for it. He's a walking library of forbidden magic, a master strategist who thinks 1,000 steps ahead. But, and this is a critical weakness the fandom often overlooks, his character was not built to be a duelist. Against a top-tier player who is specialized in PvP, Ainz is at a fundamental disadvantage from the start. File 04. Touch Me, the World Champion. The subject is a founding member of Ainz Ooal Gown and holds one of the rarest and most powerful classes in all of YGGDRASIL. World Champion. This class is only obtainable by winning the official, server-wide martial tournament, an honor held by only 9 players in the game's history. His build is that of a paladin-like warrior, focused on defense and overwhelming physical offense. He is equipped with Compliance with Law, a full suit of divine-class armor that is likely a world item, and his class grants him the ultimate trump card skill, World Break, an attack that is considered one of the most powerful single-target abilities in the game. And then you have this absolute monster. Touch Me wasn't a role player, he was a pro gamer incarnate. Being a world champion isn't just a title. It means, by the game's own mechanics, you are one of the top 9 strongest individual duelists in the entire game, period. His entire build, his entire purpose, is to fight other players and win. He is the very definition of an optimized PvP build. This brings us to their psychological profiles, which are as opposed as their combat builds. And this is the real difference maker, the software running on the hardware. Ainz, haunted by his real-world weakness and paranoia, developed a mindset in the new world to fight to not lose. He uses every resource, every dirty trick, every subordinate, and every piece of intel to guarantee a zero-risk victory before the fight even begins. But Touch Me? His very nature, as a hero player and a tournament champion, is to fight to win. He seeks out the strongest opponents to test his might, because that's what a champion does. In a war of armies, the cautious strategist has the advantage. But in a duel, a one-on-one clash of wills? The supreme confidence of the champion is a terrifying force of nature. We will now render our final verdict. To do so, we must first address the inevitable counter-arguments that arise in this debate. We will preemptively analyze the 2 most common defenses of Ainz's invincibility. Before I deliver the final ruling, I can already hear the keyboards of Team Ainz firing up. Counter-argument number 1. But Ainz is a genius. He would never take a fair 1 versus 1 fight. He'd prepare the battlefield and use all of Nazarick. And you are 100% right. In a war of Nazarick versus Touch Me, Ainz's paranoia and strategic genius wins, no question. But our case file is about the core question. Could an individual player defeat him? A direct confrontation, an honorable duel, is the ultimate measure of a player's individual might. And that's the scenario we are analyzing. Counterargument number 2. What about world items? Ainz has so many. It's simple. Touch Me, as a founder of the guild, a top player, and a world champion, would absolutely possess a world item of his own. In any duel between 2 top-tier players, it's assumed their world items would negate each other, bringing the fight right back to the fundamentals: pure build, pure gear, and pure unadulterated skill. And on that front, after analyzing the historical precedent of player versus player conflict, the fundamental differences in their character builds, and their core psychological profiles, the Bureau's investigation has reached a final, inescapable conclusion. While Ainz Ooal Gown is the undisputed master of strategy, magic, and large-scale warfare, in a direct, one-on-one confrontation, the evidence overwhelmingly suggests that his former comrade, the world champion Touch Me, possesses the build, the equipment, the mindset, and the sheer unadulterated power to defeat him. The greatest threat to Nazarick may not be a new enemy from the outside, but an old friend from within. The what-if of this tragic civil war is the ultimate paradox of Overlord. And that is the official report. I can practically hear the keyboards breaking from here. And that's what makes this the best debate in all of Overlord. Team Ainz, Team Touch Me. I want to hear your full counter-arguments in the comments below. What piece of evidence did I miss? What world item changes the entire equation? Your reports are a crucial part of our future investigations, so let me know.